guys, welcome back to the channel. Super excited to showcase this. This is a new gun to me. It's the semi-automatic shotgun 12 gauge offering from Mossberg. Relatively new in their lineup. I think it's a year and a half, 2 years old at this point. It's the Mossberg 940 Pro in the tactical-ish configuration. Depending where you look, they might call it tact comp or whatever, but it's not the competition. It's most certainly the tactical setup. I know that a lot of places maybe don't want to say that, and that's maybe why they, anyway, or pro tac or however they advertise them. Anywho, this is the what came after the 930. And if you're familiar with any of my previous videos, I spent a lot of time with the 930, getting that dressed up, dialed in to pretty much the way I think a semi-auto shotgun in this capacity for this use ought to be. With the 940, I'm sure everybody already knows all the stuff that comes with it. I'm not going to go down the line from front to end or whatever of what the gun is. You guys are smart people. You can figure that out for yourselves. But there are some big improvements that I'm excited about, and that's why I even entertained the idea of getting the newer version of something I feel like I already had pretty dialed in. This is secondhand. It was presented to me in a kind of like in a trade deal. And this is really just as it came to me, not stock, but as it came to me, okay? Obviously, it doesn't come with a light, Velcro attached to it, or pressure pad, or anything like that. This is set up for the shot guard placards, which are very useful, and I'm a big fan of like that. The big changes between the 940 and the 930 that I'm really excited about is the feeding port opened up. You got the release button. It's larger. It comes already with the charging handle, kind of oversized, good grip texture on there. A big thing that a lot of people are not talking about, and I don't know why, is that it's set up for choke tubes. The 930 is not. I know everything can be fixed or retrofitted if you throw enough money at it, but this comes ready to go like that, and I think that's a pretty sweet deal. I'm going to do some research to see what kind of crazy chokes and things like, not just chokes, but I'm not looking at chokes necessarily. I'm looking at more of like flash hider, flash suppressor type deals. From the factory, it does come with a polymer barrel clamp, and it's ready to receive the flashlight, which I think is cool. But already playing with it, I think the polymer, it's just not as good as something like the GG&G offering. This is real streamlined. You can see it compared to here. This is a good side by side. It's a lot more streamlined. It's metal if that matters to you. But I think it's a good thing. It comes pretty slick from the factory the way it is, ready to go for the optics. But the optics plate here, you can already tell just from a couple range sessions, you got a bolt that's finger loose, so I'm going to have to not lose that. Because on the old gun, the 930, I had to mount it on the top of the receiver, so that pushed me to get the Romeo, which is more of the red dot rifle-y optic. This one I'm going to really dive into seeing what the options are, but it looks like it's probably going to be a hollow sun for this one, the K, I believe it is, the 507K. And I actually do think certain configurations ship with that ready to go on the gun, but that's going to bring it even lower, right along the top of the barrel for, you know, setting it up like that. I think that's going to be pretty slick. As far as the fiber optic on the front and nothing on the rear, okay, cool. That could be there or it could not. I'm kind of indifferent because I will be putting a red dot on here, and that's how I like to do it. But this is just, I just wanted to present this to you and let you guys know that there's going to be some future videos coming, a more in-depth look, a more heavier round count, range days. Like I said, I'm only up to about 500-ish. But with that, if you have seen my previous videos on the 930, I struggled with getting issues with ejection on the 930. But so far, with the same cheap Walmart super light loads, there has not been one single issue with extraction on this gun so far. So my fingers are crossed that something is different on this that didn't happen on the 930. So anyway, stay tuned for future updates on this. It's going to be coming out soon, as soon as I can get to the range and really get some good feedback from it. So stay tuned, stay safe. Thanks for watching, guys.